Hey everybody, welcome to another video, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make flaxseed hair gel. If you're a part of the wavy hair community or the curly hair community, you probably know a thing or two about styling curly hair. And if you're into the curly method, you will know that hair gel is an important part of the styling process for many of us. I have wavy hair. My hair used to be curlier, but since I've had babies, they've just kind of disappeared. And with each pregnancy, they've gone for a little while and then they've come back eventually. I'm in that awkward phase of they're waiting for them to come back. So at the moment, my hair does a kind of limp of a wave, and that's about it. So I keep it pretty straight most of the time, but while my hair was really back in its curly heyday, which was only a few years ago, I was using flaxseed hair gel to set my curls and provide a cast on my hair. Chances are, if you are here for the flaxseed gel, you already know a lot of what I'm talking about. But if you don't, the idea of the hair gel is, as part of your styling routine, you put it on, you dry your curls in whatever way you like to dry them, air dry or diffuse dry with a hairdryer, or a mix of the two, and the gel provides a kind of crunchy cast on your hair while your curls dry, and then you scrunch it out, and that produces a lovely, soft, yet bouncy and defined wave or curl. One of the things that I really struggled with when I was going through all my curly transitions, trying to get my curls back, is that a lot of the products are super expensive and you don't really want to spend a lot of money if you're not sure if it's going to be something that you use all that often, or if it even suits your hair. What if you don't like the smell? What if it feels sticky? What if it's, the hype is not worth the money? Here is where flaxseed gel comes in. Now, it won't have the same kind of hold as a lot of the kind of extra or firm hold gels, but it does provide a light hold, and it's 100% natural. It's so easy to make. It costs absolute pennies, and you can make it with pretty much what you already have in your kitchen. And if you don't have these things, they are not hard to find. So in order to make your flaxseed gel, you're just going to need 2 ingredients, maybe 3 if you fancy it. The first one being, obviously, flaxseed. You can buy this from pretty much any supermarket, but health food shops for sure will have it, and you are looking for the whole flaxseed, not milled, not ground. You want whole flaxseed. Occasionally, flaxseed might also be called linseed. They are the same thing, and they come in golden or brown, and it doesn't matter which one you pick up. You'll probably find that the brown is slightly cheaper, but you can use both. You can use either, you can have a mix, whatever you want. You will need water and flax seeds, and that's it. Optionally, if you want, you can add an eco preservative. I use this one. This just helps to extend the life of your flaxseed gel. There are definitely guidelines about how long you should keep it for. I have been rather vague and cavalier with those guidelines, and I have never really had a problem. I've never had it go weird or smell funny or be anything other than stable. I have kept it in the fridge when I haven't been using the eco preservative, but this stuff really just seems to keep it stable at an ambient temperature. And as long as you make it in small batches, which is what I do, it'll last for as long as you need it to. I have heard that flaxseed gel freezes, but I've not tried that myself. So feel free to experiment, find out what works for you. You can also add essential oils to this if you want, like rosemary, which is really good for your hair, but I just leave mine plain because I'm lazy. No, I just, am I lazy? No, I think it's just, it's not a necessary step, and I'm willing to forego it because my time is important to me. That's really the truth. Anyway, so let's get on and make this flaxseed gel. So, very simply, you're gonna add your water to the pan, whole flaxseed, and yeah, they will float like that, that's fine. Give them a stir. So we're going to bring this to a boil, and then when it's boiling, we're going to reduce the heat to a simmer, and we're going to simmer it for 10 minutes and that is it. This is just coming up to the boil now, as you can see. This will froth up and start to bubble over if you don't knock down the heat, so we need to do that now. So I'm just going to take it down a bit so that it calms down. Okay, maybe take it all the way. Okay. And that's just gently simmering now, which is what we want. Don't worry about the bubbles on top. It's nothing to worry about. You don't need to skim it off. What I do recommend is just giving them a gentle stir every so often, because the flax seeds, what you'll notice is they start to produce a kind of sticky, it's not like a nice word, but it is mucus, right? So they start to produce this mucus, and that is actually what makes them so good for your digestion as well, is that they kind of add like lubrication. Yeah, not a lot of nice words in this video. Mucus, lubrication. Anyway, so yeah, give them a little stir every so often just to keep them moving and help the mucus develop. I'm so sorry if you cannot stand those words. So we're going to put this on a timer and we're just going to let it do its thing for 10 minutes. Okay, so this has been simmering now for about 10 minutes. And as you can see, it has gone kind of gloopy, and that is precisely what we want. So you can turn out the heat, and we're going to strain this over a bowl, and we're going to collect the flax gel. So it's important that you do this step while the gel is hot, because once it cools, it becomes much thicker and it's much more difficult to strain. I have also tried doing it through a cheesecloth. Please don't try that. It doesn't work. A sieve is fine. Preferably use a bigger sieve than I have, but you know. Look at all that coming out. Okay, so we have strained it, and as you can see, it's pretty gloopy, and as it cools it will get thicker and it'll be much more kind of like a gel consistency. If when it's cooled down and you feel like it's not quite as thick as you'd like, you can reduce it down further over a low heat. Just simmer it down and it'll become thicker. But for now I'm just going to leave this to cool, and I'm going to come back to it later to add the preservative and put it into a bottle. Okay, so it's time to put the preservative in now that this is nice and cool. It's kind of warm, but it's not hot anymore. This is the one that I use. It's from a company called Naissance. And I've had this a while. I'm actually running low on it now. It's just called Preservative Eco, and it smells a little bit like almonds to me. It's quite kind of medicinal. Yeah, but it smells like almonds to me. And I just put like half a teaspoon in. Give it a bit of a mix. I know you're supposed to be more precise with things like this, especially if you're making it like professionally, but obviously I'm not making this professionally, I'm just doing it for myself. So I'm just going to give that a little bit of a mix through. And that is ready to put in a bottle. So there you have it. Easy to make, affordable flax hair gel for curly and wavy hair types. So easy, so affordable. What more could you ask for? Okay, thanks so much for watching this tutorial on how to make flaxseed gel. I personally really love this product. Would you try this? Have you tried this? How did it go? Do you prefer it to stuff that you've bought from the shop? Let me know in the comments, and I will be back with another video really soon. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye!